Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to our class. I am your instructor Adil Raza, and today we have to learn a SLO from grade 6 and it's our unit 12. So let's find out what our today's SLO is about. Our today's SLO is about the competency of grammar and it's our lecture 1A, the first lecture of this unit, and primarily in this SLO we will focus on the participles and gerunds. So let's find out what the SLO is. The SLO states that understand and use gerunds and participles. So in this SLO we will understand what the gerunds are and how the gerunds are used in the language, what are the participles and in which manners different participles are used in the language. So this is our SLO. Let's go further. Here is the vertical linkage. I hope you guys have got it. Let's go further. Here is the brainstorming session. So let's do brainstorm. Think about the words ending in ing that you use in your daily conversations or writing, in which manner they are used. So students, you definitely have used different types of words which ends in the ing in your daily life conversation or in your writings, but the question is that in which manner do you have used them? Either you have used them as a noun, either you have used them as a subject or object or as a verb. So in which manners you guys have used these words with ends with the ing? So I think that you guys must have used them as a subject, as a object and as a verb as well. Why such type of thing happen? Because the words end with the ing are at the same time can be a participle verb, at the same time can be a gerund, objective gerund or subjective gerund. That's why this thing is happened. So let's find out. Let's go to the gerunds and the participles and find out what is meant by the participles and gerunds. So firstly, we have to look at the participle. A participle is a form of verb which works as an adjective, noun or verb with the help of auxiliary in a sentence. So participle is actually the ing form of a verb which is mostly used in the continuous tense. So this is the participle. It's actually a form of verb, but that form of verb can be work as noun or adjective in different situations. But what is a gerund? Gerund is the same ing form, but there the participle used in a particular manner. When a participle used as a noun, it becomes gerund. So actually gerund is a particular type of the participle form of the verb. A gerund is a present participle verb plus ing which work as a noun in a sentence. So the gerund is actually the participle form of the verb, but that form of the verb with the ing worked as a noun in a sentence is called gerund. So I hope you guys have understand what is a gerund. So let's read about the function of the participle and the function of the gerund. A participle can function as a verb with the help of auxiliaries, an adjective or an adverb and a noun. So participles can work as verb with the auxiliaries, as an adjectives, as adverbs or as the nouns. But gerunds can only function as the noun, because gerunds are actually those participles which used as noun, which performs function as noun, actually considered as the gerunds. That's why gerunds are only the nouns with the ing. The verb plus ing are and verb plus ing, if they used as noun, become the gerund. So this is the gerund and this is the function which gerunds perform. Participles are mainly of two types, present participle and past participle. Present participle are used in the present continuous tense and past participles are used in the past continuous tense. A gerund is a type of present participle itself. However, it can be divided into two types. As I have mentioned that gerund is actually a small type of participle. That type of participle which work as a noun. So the gerunds are also divided in two subcategories, the subjective gerunds and the objective gerunds. The gerund can work as the object and as the subject, because noun can work as the subject or as the object in a sentence. That's why gerunds can perform these two functions. That's why we categorize gerunds in these two types. So let's go further. Here we have the examples of the participle, like he was sitting there. So this is, sit is a verb with the help of auxiliary plus the ing form. That's why here the participle is used. They had broken up their friendship. So why the broken? Because it is a participle and participle of past tense. That's why there are some regular and irregular participles. So here the participle become with the en instead of ing, and it's actually the past participle. We are reading a novel nowadays. So the reading with the help of auxiliary with the ing form, and read itself is a verb. That's why it's a participle. So let's find out what the gerunds are. Like sitting idle is not in my habit. So here the word sitting, the sit is actually a verb plus ing, and it works as the noun. That's why it become a gerund. It comes as the subjective gerund. So that's why it is a subjective gerund, because it act as a subject there, but actually it is a participle which work as a noun. Like sitting idle is not my habit. So this is how the gerunds are used. In the second example, and what do I do in budding spring? So here the budding is also a gerund, because there it work as an object. So gerunds can come in between the words in a sentence and can work as a object, like the budding is working there. Here is the third example, like I enjoy reading. So here enjoy is the main verb and reading is actually the object, what is going on. So that's why here the verb, here the gerund is reading, and it is also an example of objective gerund. So I hope you guys have understand what the gerunds and participles are, and how gerunds used in different senses or different cases, and how participles are used in language. So if you find any issue, any confusion, you can go through some more examples about the gerunds and the participles, which will clarify your concepts about gerunds and participles. So here is the classroom activity. So what you have to do, according to the understanding of the gerunds and participle, you have to attempt this classroom activity. Let's go further. Here we have a simulation link. This simulation is also based on the gerunds and participles. So kindly go through this video. It will definitely help you to understand the concepts of participles and gerunds. The link is in the description box. So let's go further. Here is the worksheet. So kindly pause this video and attempt this worksheet according to your understanding of the participles and gerunds. So let's go further. Here we have a homework. This homework is also based upon the SLO. So kindly attempt this homework in the light of the understanding in the of the gerunds and the participles. Here is a resource pack. This resource pack will help you to achieve your SLOs in a compact manner. You can access these resource packs through the description of the video. If you find any issue regarding participles or gerunds or their types, you can ask in the comment section and ask from your teacher as well. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.